Check, hello. Now you wonder why I always dressed in black. Oh yeah! Why you never see bright colors on my back. As white as my appearance seem to have a somber tone. Oh shit, stretching out the fucking hammies. I'm 22 going on 87, people. What are you gonna do? And that's because I'm the man in black. Look at me with the velvet pants on today. You sexy bastards. Look at this, the velvet pants. The velvet pants made an appearance actually on my other podcast I do called The Weekly Issue. That's all about comic book, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, whatever tickles your fancy, whatever nerd shit you're into. We talk about it, my good friend Vinny. All right. We're back. How you doing, Ivy? I haven't talked to you in a little bit, Ivy. That's because I'm trying to keep distance, because I know you had a little summer fling last summer, and I don't want to also, mess that up, because we weren't a serious thing. We were, though. Then we weren't. We were like Ronnie and Sam, all right? We were like on, off. Meet your family. Don't meet your family. Talk bad about your uncle. I like your uncle. It's like, I couldn't do it no more. You sexy bastards, how you doing? Listen... You expect something different every week? Nothing's happened. I hope every week to come on here and say I found the baby. Something fun, something I could talk about. There's really nothing. I want something fun to go down in my life. There's probably a lot of stuff, a lot of cool gems, God places in my life that I'm probably blind to, that I just don't look into and, experience. But that's just me. That's just my life. I had my orientation for my job at Coney Island for this summer. The park opens up, I believe, in less than 1 month's time. March 31st, I believe it opens up, and that's when I start. And listen, I'm excited. I'm very happy. Every friend who I talk to, who I bring up the job I got, whatever, they're like, Turbo, that's the job for you. Turbo, you'll be having on, because some games, they require the mic to, just project, and, like the fucking game you play in the carnival, the water gun game, you shoot the water in the clown's mouth, makes the balloon go up, pop. You know what I'm saying? So, all of a sudden, as I'm trying to tell my friends, we'll see how it goes, at least I got a job, great. All the, the nice, fun, introductory stuff to tell, some good news to your friends. Instantly with me, they go, that's the job for you. Oh my God, that seems like it's right for you. Because of, my personality, me being outgoing, oh my God, busting balls, blah, blah, blah. But I try to tell them, like, yeah, that's all great and all. That's the reason why I was happy with the job, because I knew it would fit my, criterias. But at the same time, especially with this, even a professional child, I have to, turn the lights on. I don't wake up out of bed every morning like, let's fucking get at it. Let's get someone pregnant. It's a different dialogue. Every time I wake up, it's like, it takes a little bit. My breakfast in high school used to be dry Lucky Charms and Red Bull. Swear to God, on Allah. I'm just saying, I can just taste it now. I can just taste it. I would keep my Red Bulls in my, when I was playing Call of Duty Zombies a lot, I had a Juggernaut mini fridge they gave out when, one of the games had a pre-order. I got the Red Bull out of my mini fridge I had. I take it out, I would go downstairs, I would get the Lucky Charms, go back upstairs to my room with it, and then lay in my bed in my Catholic school. When I was in Catholic school for the first fucking 2.5 years of my miserable life, I was laying in bed in fucking khakis, my fucking shirt and tie with the fucking terrible fabric sweater they give you, and it will always get stuck on your cuts or whatever, So... laying there, crack open the Red Bull. It is, I want to say maybe even 6:30, 7 o'clock. Because and then just fucking pound Lucky Charms, pound dry marshmallows and Red Bull, pound dry marshmallows and cancer ingredients. That was me. So if you think that's a breakfast of someone, that is a breakfast actually, of someone waking up energy. What am I saying? I need that to get the energy now. I used to wake up and that used to be my little snack, I need that now. That's my vitamins, Red Bull and Lucky Charms. That should definitely be a new, what is Logan Paul and fucking KSI doing? Prime? That should be a Prime flavor. Just, I understand they're trying to go away with the caffeine, whatever the hell, whatever makes that organic. I would like a Lucky Charms Red Bull flavor. Let's mix it up. There's some unhealthy people that would like Prime, like my followers, and they like Red Bull and Lucky Charms. It gives them some tingling in their toes. It makes them feel alive. You sexy bastards. Just speaking of the world right now, bipolar weather. This is the time, right around Easter time, we got, January, February. January's all post-holiday fucking blah, just like, okay, we got through all the craziness of the holidays, November, December, now we're gonna, relax in our fucking miserable lives and, understand the debt we had with the holidays. That's January. February's like, I'm still paying off that fucking laptop for my cousin Jeremy, and you're still stressed out, but now among with that $1,200 bill I gotta pay every month, I gotta go to Rite Aid and get a $20 fucking bear that's gonna just get, de-stuffed after my dog tackles it, and I gotta give it to my girlfriend who she knows I love her already, but I have to give her a styrofoam heart and a car that costs $7 because she needs to know that it's not just my cock that loves her, it's my brain and my heart. So, that's February. January, February, March. Where are we at right now? March for me, like I actually have it on my TV right now. March is when I start to see golf more on my Twitter timeline. I start to see golf more on TV. Right now the Players Championship is going on, and I remember during all you fucking, all you non-white people, that enjoy golf. I told you last podcast. Maybe I brought it up. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I brought it up in the last podcast. Who the fuck knows? I am not a typical white golfer. All right, me and my dad, we're from Brooklyn. We're not from fucking Ohio, where we're going on the golf course with our straw hats, our cigars, and talking about our 401ks. I don't think my father has a retirement plan. So, we go on the course. My father, maybe or may have not, drink one or two beers. We'll curse out some families. That's us. So, this time would be the time where my father would itch me to go on the range. I want to now. This is the bipolar weather where, you want to start doing outdoor activities. You want to start, you go outside maybe one day. Oh, you get a nice little breeze of the warm air, like that first wind gust, that first step out of your room you take every fucking, every step you take. Come on, please. Every move you make, every bond you break, every night you break, because I'll be watching you. Yeah, it's just very bipolar weather right now. This time of the year, very bipolar to where, like I said, you get that one day where, oh my God, it's beautiful out. It's going to start being like this again. And then I go out like a day like yesterday, and it is freezing cold. I have a sweater underneath my jacket. I have some light fabric. This is a true story, which actually leads on to two others. I went out one day, which was a very freezing fucking, very cold. Nipples got very tense and hard right away. Actually, they are right now, actually. And I'm confuzzled. I'm like, just yesterday, pits were dripping, fucking sweat, hot out. And in this terms, in the winter, hot out is at first, 60, 65 for a Brooklynite, for a New Yorker. So the next day I go out, freezing. Gotta go back upstairs, gotta put on another layer, and then I go back downstairs. Walk into Walgreens, gotta get I don't know if it's psoriasis, eczema, I'm all fucked up, I'm all cracked up and dry. I got a little finger thing to where I want to put some cream on it, some non-cracking healing cream. So I go to Walgreens, right? I get my creams. Not the hemorrhoids. Calm the fuck down. Sometimes. I go to the counter. Now, I want to get to my original point. As I'm walking there, wearing some light fabric underwear to where the shrinkage is visible. The day before, balls were sagging low, sweaty, hot out. My chain was hanging low, wobbling to the flow. So I go to Walgreens, small penis and all, go down the fucking lanes, get my hemorrhoid creams, my fingers. And the lady, Bill Burr fans, the lady that was doing my transaction so politely just threw the change at me. Now, I like exact. If I don't have to pay card or whatever, because I know it's going to be an uneven balance, so I know there's going to be a lot of change, I just go cash, try to give it exact. That's my OCD, So I think I almost gave the exact, and I had some 30-something cents coming my way. I had a dime, a couple nickels, a couple of pennies. You would think a quarter would suffice all the change they would have given me. Just throw it on the table like I'm a fucking peasant. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may have been just dazing. I daydream a lot, especially on the highway. I daydream. I'm looking at the guy now. I don't say nothing because I let people walk over me. That's just how I am. Okay? If you literally disrespect me, like you put a finger in my face and go, you're an asshole, or you deserve to die, that's when we have a ruffle. But this person, kid, wasn't definitely in high school still. I understand. I can just see the body language of someone doing something that they don't know that what they're doing is wrong. They just think it's instinct. You get the receipt, you put the change, in the receipt, and you hand, you put the change in the person's hand. That's how I was raised. Change thrown at me. So, change was thrown, and I'm just like, okay. Now I'm picking up one after the other, getting fucking, my fingernails are getting cut. I'm like, okay, I can't get this one. I'm going to try to slide it. That's me trying to get my change off the thing when it could have easily been a nice little hand transaction. That's going through my mind. So now I walk out of Walgreens. That whole entire situation is now processing through my mind. What kind of scenarios could I have done better? Could I have taken his head, bashed it on the fucking platform, have security tackle me? I saw the security. It's a 70-year-old guy. I could take his ankles. And it's just all that's going through my head, right? Among those thoughts. Oh, text. What I got here? What happened here? Is the guy from Walgreens apologize? I get, just like that, I get interrupted while I'm walking back home with my hemorrhoid cream and my thoughts. I hear, not sure if the mic picked it up. I'm going to do the noise again, okay? So I'm walking on the concrete. I hear, now that sounds like, I want to say mental illness. It sounds like mental illness. However, there was a guy drunk, strung out on some type of drug, possibly a narcotic. And I'm just like, here we go. It's New York. So this is doing nothing to my psyche. The only thing you gotta do, New York tips, that in this scenario, do exactly what I did. Just try to cross. Don't look. Do not make eye contact, because once his pupil hits your fucking pupil, in his drunk fucking drug stupid mind, he thinks you have now bonded a relationship. Like, if you guys lock oracles and he sees you, he may think, oh my God, it's my brother, it's my father, oh my God. And then he tries to come to you and talk to you and bother you, and then you gotta push him off, then he pushes you, then the cops get involved, he smells like piss, oh my God, I don't want a tetanus shot. So, just try to cross the street like I did in this. So now I'm walking in I can't jaywalk this street, it's a pretty busy fucking street, I can't really jaywalk that easily, So, I'm now looking for my exit points. I'm looking for exit. Now, before this, though, I already know I gotta make my move. I already gotta cross the street, but the noise is distant. The noise is kind of far. So I'm like, all right, I shouldn't be in that much danger right now because, oh shit, it sounds like he's a couple blocks away. I got young fucking feet. Listen to me. If there's people walking slow in front of me, that's one of my worst pet peeves in life. If you're in New York, you know it's hopping and bopping New York City, and you want to be daydreaming fucking sightseeing while you're walking a fucking busy sidewalk and I'm behind you, and I gotta, stutter step and, play the fucking football game to see which way I'm going around you. Walk! So, that's just me. So I know I can outwalk this guy. And I hear this guy get louder and louder and closer and closer. This motherfucker is sprinting. Like, I wouldn't say a Walking Dead zombie because they're slow motherfucker. I mean, if I gotta say, a Call of Duty, it is sprinting like a Call of Duty fucking zombie. It is coming my way. I can't escape that part of my life, literally and figuratively. I literally hear this noise getting louder. And there's a guy with no shirt. No, actually, no. He had like a tank top on, but it was still like fucking 35, 40 degrees. His nips were definitely sharp. And he's just, screaming at windows. Just doing what people do in New York when they got no fucking job, life, money, or family. So, I mean, hey, listen, that's in New York. Alicia Keys didn't put that one in. So now the guy passed me. All right. So now, guy passed me. I see other people doing the mistakes. Now, my mom is one of those people to where my mom was born and raised Brooklyn, New York. From her street smarts and from some of her actions you see her do out and about in public, sometimes in home, you question her. You question how my mom grew up in New York. You question how my mom doesn't have those street smarts thinking abilities that I have, and she's almost 50 and I'm fucking 22. There's people like that out there. So, I see the people doing the same mistakes, looking at the guy. What's going on over there? Like, shut up, Mary. Mary, go home. Just keep walking, and no one's gonna touch your love for Italian bread and your 7 layers. Go home. So, I go home. I make my turn. At one point, he goes in the middle of the street. I think at one point, someone's going to actually tackle him because he goes up to a car that's driving and stops him from driving at one point, but who the fuck knows? Maybe he got shot. I don't know. I mean, what are you going to do? But yeah, that's why you don't go out in this bipolar weather. What are you going to do? And that, but wasn't that a daze? Wasn't that just like a fucking daze of a moment? I mean, a lot happened in that situation. I walk outside thinking it's gonna be hot out. Oh no, it's cold. Nips are frozen. Shrinkage happening. That's not a great start. Walk into Walgreens, get my change thrown at me like a pauper. I'm like, okay, it's my fault. Now I go home thinking I gotta step the fuck up. I gotta sign up for Taekwondo. I gotta defend myself. And as I'm thinking about all that stuff, I'm about to put into the lion's den. God's gonna give me my first trial by sending a fucking zombie after me. I mean, this is fucking in New York. Oh boy. And I guess, that guy is a role model in a way for my next topic I wanted to bring up, because this is something that I struggle with a lot. Not alcoholism and fucking drugs, thank God. I don't think that guy gave a fuck what other people were thinking about him. Just think about half of the crazy things we see in this world. Half of the things that we see people in a way, sometimes get away with on social media. Some of the things that unfortunately, in some cases, cancel culture, negative and pros and cons to it. We see a lot of celebrities get, do certain things or say certain things or believe in certain things and somewhat get away with it, become normal in society. A lot of things that make you go, I can't believe that motherfucker got away with that. A lot of shit Aiden Ross is doing and all you other fucking, terrible influences to fucking other generations of kids. But then you watch me. So take it with a grain of salt, what I say, but it's just so fucking true that in this day and age, what a lot of people do and how a lot of people succeed. And I shouldn't say now, but it's more prevalent now with social media and being so so in tune with other people's lives and stuff like that, right? So much in today's world than life in general as it was, even before social media. Not giving a fuck about the other person, or not really caring what random people, because you got to take, some things your family tell you, like advice, family advice, personal advice, growth, growth advice, tips about, certain things you're not doing right maybe in life. Yes, you take those, you take that in, you think about it, you see what's right and, what's not right in some of those words maybe, right? But random people have not a clue who the fuck you are, don't even have an ounce of what you do in life, who you are as a person, what you've gone through to be the person you are today. People who don't know all that yet want to make judgments about you, want to talk about you in any type of way, in a negative way, in a positive way. Even sometimes they say in a positive, sometimes you think you listen too much of what those people say in positive, you can be an asshole and just not fix yourself because, you hear people calling you on, he's great, he's a great guy, he's everything you want in life, but those people could be yes men and you're just an asshole. So it's a seesaw of a fucking, task and a life trait you gotta tackle in life, because I deal with this every fucking day, where I focus too much on what other people say about me. And that guy wasn't. I mean, yeah, I get it. He probably wasn't even conscious. But I'm just saying. It's just like, because especially with the job I'm going to be doing, right? I do stand-up comedy. I already know how it feels to be on stage and have people look at you and go, what the fuck is this kid doing? Because not all the shit that comes out of my mouth is fucking gold. So I'm already having some anxieties of because I grew up in, going to Coney Island for the amusement park and the ride and stuff. I know how it feels to get harassed by a fucking guy. Oh, come on, play. But I don't want to be that guy, but I know the company wants you to kind of be that guy. But you see though, it's at the time, because I know I'll do exactly what, I'll be myself. Being myself is exactly what I'm assuming the company wants. I'll be crazy. I'll be fucking turbo. I'll be maxed out turbo, But I swear to God, if you don't think I've done so many videos in public at Citi Field for the Met podcast I did, my friend Tyler, I was out and about on society, people looking at you. That doesn't bother me because I know what I'm doing. I'm doing for my craft, and I know what the fuck I know what I'm doing. In a way, it's weird because, they know you work at a job, but, I legit can't explain it. That's how much of, a sincere life struggle this is for me. I just have a fucking wall, a block, that happens to me whenever I feel other people may be talking about me, at that moment, what they're saying about me, how they feel about me. I know, oh my God, Turbo, you shouldn't give a fuck. You're in an industry where you can't give a fuck. I know, but you're seeing in real time me going through the process of, I gotta finally just nip this part of my feelings in life in the butt and go, who gives a fuck? I give too much of what people think about me. I care too much. I care so much, but I guess I gotta look at it in terms of comments on YouTube. YouTube comments back in the day, when I would get a lot of them in terms of the gaming stuff, and that childish fucking fan base, would come in heavy if he said the word damn, right? And yeah, I would get insulted maybe sometimes if they wouldn't like something, or I put so much into one thing and they trashed it right away and they don't even have an ounce or a clue of what I put into it or what even goes into doing something like that, because they wouldn't even have a chance to do something like that. Yeah, it bothered me, as you can see. But it doesn't now. You can say, Turbo, hope your family dies. I know you probably got fucking back acne and you have problems yourself. So I don't even care no more when in terms of social media. I now gotta take that social media ignorance of not giving a fuck and put it into real life ignorance. But then, oh yeah, not giving a fuck in real life, I'm just gonna be that will lead me to being a deadbeat. That's just my brain, man. Me trying to make a positive impact. Just don't give a fuck. Who cares? You know who you are, Turbo. You know you're a good person. You know you're hardworking, and you know you get shit done. And you're working towards your fucking career and your life. What are they doing? Probably nothing. They just judge. But that doesn't go through my head right away. The other thoughts that go through my head is, all right, fuck it. I'll just stop. Fine, fuck, I quit. Fine, all right, fine. I don't want to bother them no more. I just want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I gotta start putting myself in those situations to really fucking get used to it. And in a way, maybe use it to my advantage for stand-up comedy in my career. This summer is going to be very interesting. How long are we going for right now? Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good time. Half an hour podcast. And like I said, you sexy bastards, in the past, I know for a fact what kind of person I am. I know there have been people in the past that I cut out of my life that would make those judgments on me before they even knew me or, understood who the fuck I was as a person, right? And anybody going through it out there themselves, it's such a global feeling now because of social media. Seeing, I know even family members, I brought it up before, and I don't want to bring it up because it seems like I talk trash for my family, and it's, it doesn't go well if they watch it on Thanksgiving next year. But, I know personal family members, I know friends that have a total opposite life than what they show on Instagram or fucking social media. I make it a point to show both embarrassing things, fun things, tell you when things are going wrong on my social media. Yeah, I understand some normal, person, having their own personal account that, only gives a fuck for their friends and family to see. They're not going to post, sad things sometimes. But if you're not and you're only showing happy things and people in real life see your other life, like your real life, not your life on Instagram, and it's totally opposite, and that whole, I don't give a fuck what people think, I gotta fake it till I make it, that can lead you to a dangerous part of life too, by acting like a know-it-all, a douchebag. It's just, I have so many thoughts in my head that come across that restrict me on making positive impacts, and I have a lot of positive thoughts that impact me, but those negative thoughts that come right behind it by saying but Turbo, by you making that change of not giving a fuck what everybody thinks, which in a way, like I said, you have to care about what some people think, the important people in your life that their words have weight. But the people whose words have no weight, Turbo, you gotta stop giving a fuck. You gotta stop caring. But then, boom, thought number 2 comes right behind it and goes, hey, positive thought, get the fuck out of here. I'm negative thought. But Turbo, if you go down that road, you're gonna act like a fucking know-it-all that you see on social media that, hey, maybe they're successful. The struggles with Turbo. I don't sugarcoat things, people. I let you know exactly what I'm going through in real life, in real time, because this is not only my podcast, it's my life journal. It's my fucking life diary. Our parents had home videos to show their kids. I remember growing up, I still love watching old home videos because it's fucking history. You don't think kids growing up now are going to love the fact that they grew up in a generation to where their parents have an Instagram account for their own kids? They have pictures, they have stuff to log their life. Crazy. I got a couple of pictures and some fucking home videos, honestly, that make me know I was born at least in Brooklyn to this fucking 2 people, mom and dad I call. Kids now are gonna have fucking books. They're gonna have logs, video diaries. If their parents are vloggers and shit like that, you know? I can't wait till Cash gets older. And I even told my dad this year, I want to bring Cash to his first baseball game. I want to bring him to a Met game because, you know, like, yeah, the Cash can be whatever fan he wants as a kid. I won't be that fucking, you know, like how my father wasn't a forceful Yankee fan, how he was forcing the Yankees on me. Listen, of course. The Mets. Yeah, I gotta love the Mets. Of course, I'm gonna be that way with my nephew Cash. But hopefully when he gets older, you know, I'll influence some of his fucking friends. Hey, listen, talk about the Mets. All right, even though you're a Yankee fan, here's $50. You're a Met fan around my nephew. All right, maybe I'll do some of that stuff, but like having that stuff on video, that's why the podcast I did, the special episode I did in the summer with me and my friend Tyler, the Yankee fan, we did a Mets Yankees podcast. I love that. I would love to do that again this year. But with more stuff. You know, this podcast, I don't want it to be all just talking all the time. I want there to be special episodes. Episodes that may seem like a vlog, that doesn't even seem like a podcast, but it's professional child. Yeah, it's professional child. You're going to have some long talk moments in there. I'm going to make it feel like I'm always going to keep the base of what we built here going forward in other types of episodes. But I want it to be out and about, IRL footage. I want it to be, you know, even if some podcasts are like 10 minutes of me talking like this, and then I cut to a vlog or video style where we cut away to a thing, then I come back and I'm talking like this after it. Guys, I would love that. So, you sexy bastards, just know this. Don't give a fuck if there's anything we can take away from this podcast. Who cares what people think about you? Their words have no weight to you, so why would you give it any thought? Why would you give it any weight? Don't go to Walgreens for your hemorrhoid, eczema, psoriasis cream if you know there's gonna be some drunken zombies chasing you afterwards on the streets of Brooklyn in pure fucking daylight, by the way. It was like fucking 2:30. So just make sure, alright? That's all I got. I mean, that really is all I fucking got. Everything would. Watch me not even have everything recorded. Everything's fine. All right. Ivy, you want to go? I got swamp ass. Let me take care of that first. Then we can fuck.